Ready? We're gonna start at 10. So why are Google reviews important? So when you look at going to a restaurant, finding a new restaurant, what do you look at? Do you look at the Google reviews? Yes. Mainly? Yeah. So everyone looks at Google before they even call you. It's one of the most powerful marketing tools, and it creates trust and credibility. Most people trust reviews more than ads in general. And if you don't have any reviews or have very few, most customers won't call you because they don't trust and they don't know who you are, basically.
Okay, so a while back, do we have the recording of that Michael Trehart Google or the CE class that we could share with people if they ask for it? Okay. So he goes into like very super detailed on how to set up your Google profile, and even more so than we have time today on the best ways to dig into some of those settings on the back end. But most importantly, does everyone have a Google business profile? Okay, so do you have your photos set up? Do you have your name set up? You have your service areas set up on there? Okay. And
those are very important to have on there.
Super important. So these are like the number one thing to for sure have set up, and for sure make sure that you have the correct category. So there's real estate agency is the category that you're going to want selected under your settings. And anything on top of that we'll go into a little bit later is just bonus material. But as long as you have these 4 things set up for sure, that's a good start for your business profile. Next is creating an easy review link. So if you go into your business profile and you click on, should just like drive on my computer, but yeah. The best, when you click on your Google profile and you share it, your review link, it's a long link. So what I would recommend doing is shortening that link. You can either use a URL shortener tool on Google that are free, or what we do is we pay for a domain name. So we pay through GoDaddy, we have bngreview.com. Because it's super easy for our agents to remember. It's super easy to type in a text. It's easy to include in email communication. It's just something that's easy for our agents to remember on the fly when they're having conversations with their clients. So,
and it's BNG review. And that's all they have to click on to get to your Google.
So literally anyone can go to Google and type in, or any tool, and just type in bngreview.com, and it links directly to our Google Business Review page. So then all they have to do is click the stars, type in their review, and and I know you guys have a shortened URL too.
Yeah, I don't quite remember what it's called, but we have a link that it goes straight to the Google, not like Zillow, Realtor.com. It's only Google.
So that is just important to have handy. Like I said, it's easy to just rattle off as you're having conversations. So as our agents are out and about on showings, we ask for reviews at all different points of the transaction and the process in general, which we'll go into too. But just like I said, it's super easy to just rattle off, text someone, include it in an email. It looks legit. It follows our branding. We use BNG everywhere, so it's not, when someone receives a text message from us that says like, please leave us a review at bngreview.com, I think it's less spam looking because they know that that's our branding and we use that everywhere.
And then for the last one, so I add as many photos onto our Google profile as I can. Every day I manually post on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn, and then I just also add it to our Google review or Google profile. And then for like So those are posts, but for photos, I go in twice a month and I go and put in all of our listing photos and our buyers' photos as well. Cause it just increases the visibility. Google loves photos.
We're gonna show.
And that's on your Google page.
Yeah.
You're putting them on your
Yep.
Google.
We'll show you each of our profiles in a second. But the more you add photos, the more you add short form vertical videos into your posts, everything is gonna increase the algorithm and your visibility.
Can you talk a little more about like what the posts are? So like I dove into Gemini a couple weeks ago and it said post every day on Thursday at 10 a.m. or whatever.
Yeah.
Where does that go? Like what is a Google post and how do you see it from a like end user side?
We'll show you in a second.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. We're like getting ahead of ourselves a little bit.
So how to ask for reviews. So for us, the agent, whether it's Alex, Ben, or Rachel, they text or they ask them in person to leave us a review, and then a week later, I send out an email to them. This is our template that we use. So the link here goes straight, like there you don't have anything, you don't have to click on anything. It just goes straight to it, which is really nice. And we can send this out too.
Yeah.
But we've had a lot of good reviews after sending this out.
You get more through text or email.
Replies.
Yeah. I think you get your reviews more from the agents texting or from.
Definitely from the
email that goes
agents
out?
texting.
Yeah.
Because it's so, time sensitive. But we've also
And-
gotten a lot from the email.
And you send it right after closing, sorry, okay, yeah.
And then, oh
You
yeah,
go over
you
mine.
go over your
Okay.
profile and then we'll go over how we do things.
So this is, this is our Google profile. So for the photos and posts, these are all the posts in here that we've added.
These are posts or photos?
Both.
Okay.
Mhm. So you can pick your cover photo, and that would probably be of you and your team. So this is always going to be the first photo that pops up. And then, actually, I should go under. So yeah, so I post it right here in the add photos. But then when you post it, so these are all of our posts, but they are added to the photos as well.
So you could essentially take exactly what you put on Instagram and plop it in here.
And it's way faster than even posting on Instagram. Like it doesn't take any time at all. Like literally 2 seconds.
And it's mainly real estate related.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's all homes.
Yep, unless it's of our team, because we don't post really anything other than houses in our team. But I still add our team photos onto Google just to help the algorithm.
Is this something that if, agents that don't have a ton of buys and sells, could they ask other agents to use their listing or
Photos.
something and post their listings?
Yeah,
And most agents would agree
Yeah.
that that's okay to do that, so they could
Because you're being transparent and.
letting the person know.
Authentic to you and you tag them, I mean, you could tag them in it. It might scrub your algorithm. So if they're cool with allowing you to use their content without tagging them, then I would think that.
And that's
would
something
be
you-
beneficial.
Definitely want to ask permission for.
100%.
But if you took your own photo at an open house.
Yes. You could post it right
Ad
after.
versus a listing, right? Or I'm at a showing.
On the team
Yeah.
side, we're mostly gonna be posting under contract, closing, listings, events for us, like event photos, anything we do in the community, anything that really like builds your brand and shows your brand. On an individual agent side, you could be posting from showing, from open houses, and really anytime that you're out and about doing the job, you should be posting on social media and feeding it to Google as well. Another important thing about when you're posting these things is the caption. Just like Instagram, just like Facebook, taking your location that you're in, mentioning the location that you're in, mentioning keywords that you would use for hashtags on social media in the captions of the photos. They're not going to show up on Google, but they show up in the algorithm on the back end, and it just pinpoints your location even more and the areas that you serve, so that when someone's looking like realtor in Minnetonka, you're going to continue to pop up on the top of that list.
But
Realtor in Burnsville. What?
for example, if like, we helped our first time home buyers in.
Minnetonka, yeah.
Find this.
Super happy buyers in Minnetonka. Single, first time home buyers, like use all those key buzzwords in your captions so that those, anytime someone searches those things in Google, your name will be popping up.
And is the caption what's written right there? Like, I can't really read it, but it says sold and something.
Yeah. So you'll just go
So
right in.
that's exactly what we posted on Instagram.
Okay.
And if you need ideas, ChatGPT, AI, like what are the top SEO? So search engine optimization is what you hear a lot about with Google or any Yahoo, whatever, Safari, whatever choice is yours. So if you go into ChatGPT and say like, give me the top 10 performing SEO tags for Minneapolis, Minnesota and real estate, it's going to give you 10 of them, and then you can use those on your social media and then in these posts as well. The other thing about, which we're kind of getting ahead of our slides, but it's easier to show you when it, to explain it when you can see it, is the more that you upload, the more active you are, the happier Google's going to be. So it's not like a set it and forget it. You are on there daily. You're on there monthly uploading photos. We need to be better about uploading photos and listings to ours as well. But the more active you are, the better your algorithm is going to be.
And for like even this little part, I didn't put that in. That is Google taking that from our posts and what they think that we do.
Yeah.
So if you post more, it'll give you a better understanding of what you do for your like Google page.
And it's pulling from the reviews that people are leaving.
Yeah.
So if they are super specific in their reviews, like I was a first time home buyer and they helped me win in multiple offers, like that will continue to update and narrow in on what you do, what service you provide.
And you have no control over that.
No.
That is Google.
Yeah.
And that is same with your profiles.
Yeah.
You can't put these on here.
Right.
It only pops up if you're active on them. And yeah, like it only shows, like you can't physically
only-
put it up.
Interesting.
And it did take us a while to get all 4 of these on it. So
Really?
it doesn't happen overnight. Like it,
I don't think LinkedIn is on ours because we are not active on LinkedIn.
yeah, it definitely took us.
Yeah, what do you?
You know, I'm not quite sure.
I'm impressed. Yeah, I was like, what are we posting?
Bethany is taking a Pinterest class, so you, once she's done with that, you should have her come in and share.
Yeah. And that's just like also you could put your photos of listings on it and
Right.
say like,
Your project.
yeah. And so yeah, speaking of products, do not put your houses under products. Your listings, buyers, you can't do that. You're not supposed to do that. We tried it and it got rid of all of our houses that were on it. So we're in the process of deleting them. But yeah.
You put the stuff under products.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to, you're not allowed to put immovable property in your products. So. That's
Yeah,
what we learned.
the recording that from Michael Trithart, he goes into more detail on what's put under your products. but you're right, it's not supposed to be like a for sale item.
Right.
Like a house. So it could be similar photos of. I don't even know, because they keep changing it
They do.
and what they like and what they don't like.
Like we've been doing the products for probably a year and a half now, and they just us off. Like it deleted everything except like 5 of them that are still on here. So don't do that.
Yeah.
I guess I can.
I forgot to upload it in here, but I will upload our email template that we use to send out for reviews. But so
You also send yours out after a closing?
what we do is
You want me to go to?
some of that Google sheet. Really forgot to dump it into the slideshow. Yeah. There we go.
Starts right
Yeah,
there.
okay, so these are all of the different opportunities that you want to think about of when you can ask for a review. So think about the high points throughout the transaction. It's not just closing. Think about when they're getting excited. So when they get pre-approved, if someone's been working really hard on getting better credit and getting to the point where they can purchase a home, that's a great time to, and you've helped them along the way, that's a great time to ask them for a review. Just be like, hey, I want to help more people in your situation. Can you share your experience with how I helped you get to the point of pre-approval? Same thing with if you've had a really great day of showings. Like Alyssa had some out of town buyers that she had in for literally a weekend, and she showed like 40 homes to them. If you spent so much time with them and you're really good at showing houses and pointing out what is great, what isn't great, what's going to save you money on an inspection, all that stuff, and they are just like so floored with how your day went, that's a great time to just be like, hey, could you leave me a review? Like, I want to work with more people that want to see homes and are respectful of my expertise. Those are those quick things where we have our agents have a note in their phone that's saved with the B&G link that I mentioned earlier of like, hey, I'm just going to shoot you the link to my direct page. It does the same thing that it does for Courtney's, where it sends directly into that Google review link. Could you just leave me a really quick review? Listing is live, so that's an exciting time for sellers. Like, it's up on the market. When we send out our like congratulations, you're live email, there's a link at the bottom. Hey, would you mind leaving us a review about your experience in us helping you get here? Because we have a very white glove listing experience where we're doing a lot of repairs. We're bringing in handyman. We have a photographer on staff. We have a stager. We have cleaners that come in before the house is active, and then we get it on, and we've got all these other ancillary things as well that we help with. So those are things even before we're even buying and selling homes that are points that you can ask for reviews. Under contract and accepted offer, obviously that's a super exciting time for everyone. Through inspection is an even more exciting time for most buyers and sellers, or through any sort of contingency. So think of all of the different high points throughout a transaction where you can quickly just be like, hey, would you mind leaving me a review? Pre-closing, that's really like the 2-week time frame typically where you don't hear from anyone. People are like, what am I supposed to be doing? We're clear to close and no one's talking to me. Like, that's a really great time for agents to be checking in. Do you have your utilities set up? Can you leave me a review real quick? I'd love to work with more buyers or sellers like you. And then closing and post-closing. So all of these on our team are when we're asking the agents to ask for reviews because it's more authentic. You're the one out with them. You're the one having conversations. I'm not. I'm on the back end. Our VAs aren't having a lot of conversations other than just like check-ins weekly with kind of where their status is. So they're the ones that are creating the relationships with the clients. They should be the ones asking for the reviews, just like Ben and Rachel and Alex, thank you. Movement.
Can you leave as many reviews as you want?
One.
No, one person can only give one review?
To one company. You can leave as many as you want as a personal or a person on any business page, but you can only leave us a review once.
Actually, it's depending on how many Gmail accounts.
Well, true.
So if you have 2 different Google accounts, you could leave 2 reviews, one from each.
So if they leave you a Google review after the pre-approval, they can't do another one after they're closed.
Unless their husband makes one. Or they've got a different Google account.
Got it.
And they have to have a Google.
They have to have a Google
Yeah.
account.
No, it'll make
And
that.
then do you keep asking, like, would you keep track if that person left that pre-approval Google review and you would still ask them again?
It's not so much that like, if we haven't received it, yes, we're continuing to ask for that review.
So sometimes you really have to go through this many steps to get that review.
Yeah, people are just, it's in one ear, out the other. They've got so much going on that, it does take some time until the very end before we see that review. But the earlier we can get it in the process, then we don't have to worry about going back and badgering them once they've moved in and they're, moving and cleaning and kids are going to school and all that jazz. So we're really trying to get it as early in the process as possible.
So you ask your agents to do that on every step. Have you tracked it all? Like, what's the most common one? No, okay.
No,
Just
I
curious.
would say
Closing.
it's gonna be pre-closing or closing.
Yeah.
I assume, but maybe.
I'm very confident a lot of our people don't even start asking until they're under contract.
Those are just ways you could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just think about all the different ways you
You could
can.
ask for a review.
Yeah. But typically this like under contract and pre-closing are usually where we get them. And then like Courtney does, I send, or Abby sends, my CC sends a request at closing or shortly after closing, shortly before closing. And then if you go down, scroll down, this is our email template. So we're asking for the review, and we have a program where if they leave us a review on these 3 sites down here, within 30 days, we'll send them a $50 gift card to a local restaurant. If they move out of state, it'll be an Amazon gift card. But if they're in state and they leave a review on these 3 websites, we make it super easy for them. It's just one click and they can do it all. They can copy and paste from what they leave on Google to Facebook to Zillow. We include all 3 in hopes we get all 3, but Google is our number 1. But the more that we can keep it consistent across all of our platforms, the higher our search ratings are going to be.
Let's say you already had a Google review on one of those previous encounters.
Yep.
Do you ask like at the end then for maybe them to just email you a testimonial? Because can you post just that? Like, can you post just the testimonial?
We can't post just
Yeah.
on our
As
own
a
profile.
post? Okay.
Nope.
I didn't know if that was like a picture. Like, you can also post that. Okay.
So we do then, once we do receive a review, we have a process that we turn it into a social post and then we post that out.
But yeah, so you're correct, like you can put it on your photos, but it would have to be more of a social post, not
Correct.
just a screenshot of it.
I can't go to
I mean,
our
I'm sure you
business page and
could,
do like
but-
a manual review.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it gives them all the instructions, and then we do have after 30 days after closing, another check-in. We have this like file close email is what we call it. So, hey, your file just came across my desk again. If you'd still like to leave us a review, we could send you a $25 Amazon gift card. That's kind of our like final plea. I mean, at that point, if we haven't gotten one, we probably aren't gonna get one. But those are our steps throughout the process of asking for the review. Questions on our stuff?
Do you get like, would you say like 75% of people will review or like?
Our goal is 80%. We have more recently had to kind of get them in bursts and go back and ask for people. I wouldn't say it's consistent, but I also don't think that we're consistently asking. in all of the ways that I shared. I know that that email goes out because Abby sends it if the agent already hasn't sent it. But if they haven't been asking before that, then we're probably not gonna get it. So our goal as a team is 80.
The current challenge we're running into is clients like closings that I've had this year already. They've left us reviews 4 years ago when they bought their last
Yeah.
home. And they'll even say like, I would love to leave you another one, but I can't. And so we're working through like, what other ways do we have them do reviews that maybe now we're definitely not going to slow down on Google, but like there are still other ways to tell the stories of their transactions.
The other thing I didn't mention about our $50 gift card offer is that it goes to both, if there's 2 sellers or 2 buyers, each one of them gets that email. So it's opportunity for 2 reviews and 2 gift cards.
Responding to Google reviews is also very important. Just some tips. Just keep it short and sweet. You don't have to keep going about the whole whole transaction. Just say, mention the service in the city, like, congrats on your first time home in Minnetonka. Thank them. I sometimes would put like, write this review in ChatGPT, but that's just like, some of it's just not it's like not human. Like just keep it authentic. And it also shows future clients that you are engaged and active on Google and social media. And even if there's a negative review, reply professionally, but don't just not reply.
And you reply to every Google review.
We are
Try to.
terrible at it, but we are going to be getting better at it.
And that's important to Google.
It's just like replying to comments on Instagram, Facebook. Definitely helps the algorithm.
So who else can you ask other than your clients? You can ask family and friends for character reviews. I've done that a lot recently with my challenges that I've had from place. And then we ask a lot of our vendors and local businesses. We are very much reliant on those relationships, and we love those relationships. So a lot of the times we offer to leave them one in return if they have a Google business profile. And it's just a way for us to build relationships. So our movers, our cleaners, our handyman, our sign company, like everyone that you can think of that would have a business page, offer to leave them a review in return. We did our 12 days of Christmas giveaways. All of those companies that we did a giveaway with will get a review from us, and we asked for one from them. All of our photographers that purchased in the park, we asked for one from them, and we gave one back. So just make sure that it's a mutually beneficial relationship, and then those reviews should be easier to get and be more authentic and quality. So just some basic SEO best practices, like we talked about, using the city or the neighborhood in your posts and your responses just narrows down so that when someone is searching like realtor in Edina, you would then pop up to the top of the list. The more you use that name in your post. Keeping your name, address, and phone number consistent across all of these platforms is super important. Most of them feed from Google, except for Zillow, separate thing, but like, and Facebook. Facebook, you have to set that up. Zillow, you set that up. But realtor.com, homes.com, Yelp, all of those feed from Google, but just it's important to continue to check those. So I would do like a quarterly check to make sure that all of your information is accurate, because sometimes it comes up with random things. Or have you ever gotten a notification of like it asks you to suggest information about a company? I've gotten that a couple times where it's like, is this number correct? Is this address correct? I'm like, I don't know. Yeah. Sure. I'm not gonna
Not
change
on
it for this
me.
company, but I've seen it a couple times on Google where it's like, does this look accurate? So just making sure to check that regularly. Updating photos and info regularly. They love active profiles. And then again, using captions with location keywords, and then short vertical videos perform well too. So same thing with Instagram, Reels, perform well. So uploading those to your post. So this is just one thing that consistency is better than perfection. So here's a quick little 10-minute routine that you can do each week. Add one post, upload 1 to 3 photos, respond to your reviews, and then ask for reviews after client wins to just get you in a rhythm of increasing your visibility in your Google profile.
And I even have a reminder going off twice a month to upload all the photos into Google. It probably takes 15 minutes, if that. So it's really simple and easy and quick. And even adding your social media posts to Google, super quick.
We have ours built into our auto plans that run after every single transaction of uploading it to Google. So you can either do it in the bulk like that, or you can do it with every transaction. Any questions?
You know how sometimes, Lydia, people are walking around here with their phones trying to video something?
Yeah, like
Is that
verifying
for
their.
Google?
Yeah,
Right,
they're
they're trying to
verifying.
get, they're trying to get their business page set up, the address of where they're located,
Mhm.
correct?
The verification process to originally set up your profile is a little intense.
Something that Michael Triffert said when you originally set up your Google profile, do it from your business location, because then sometimes you don't need to do that video.
Did you get some ideas, Alex, or is there still about posts and stuff?
Yeah, no, I think it makes more sense with that consistency piece.
It's not rocket science, it's not hard, it's just being consistent, and you already are doing the hard work of building your relationships. Just ask for the review.
I was just looking for this email. I've been with my same insurance guy for a long, long time. And he sent me an email asking for a review, and it was like, I mean, I know him, so maybe a little bit more, but he's like, you know how everyone's always looking at these Google reviews, and is there any way you can give me one? And I think it was something that he doesn't ask for very often, but he did, and I did go in and do it.
If you're authentic about it, it feels less icky.
It did, yeah.
Like, we all have those vendors that you order something and immediately you get like a review link, and then they badger you for like 4 times a day for the next week. Like, don't be that person, but make sure that it feels authentic, and then it won't feel as icky, and you'll have better results from your reviews. You're not just gonna get the blanket like 5-star review with no information. The more that you can kind of even tell them how to leave a review, tell them how you like, just like we tell them how we like to be referred to friends and family, tell them how you would like them to leave a review. In our review email, it says, like, if you could please mention, like, whether you were a buyer or seller, or whether you're an investor, if you're a first-time home buyer, like, just give them some pieces, then it's even easier for them to come up with what they'll leave for you. And one other thing I didn't put in here, there is a limit to how many Google reviews you can receive in a day. I don't know what that number is. Google will never share that number, but if it seems inauthentic to Google, they very well could shut your profile down. So even in these challenges that I've had where I've had to get 50 reviews or 100 reviews in a quarter, I have to be careful about how many I'm trying to get in one day. So if you try to do this like crazy campaign of getting 100 reviews in a day, that'd be really hard, but just beware that they can shut your profile down completely, which you do not want, because their help is awful, and getting it reinstated is great. We had a ton that were deleted, like actual reviews from clients, and they were like, don't be
Yeah,
that.
they think they're fake.
Yeah.
then they'll delete them. We've had some deleted, but then they also come back. So if you lose some, I wouldn't be too worried about it because it's probably just Google reviewing and they'll bring it back.
If you get a negative review, which seems crazy that either one of your teams would get negative reviews. And I know you said respond, but do you try and reach out to that person and kind of remedy the situation? Like,
Once it's
other ways?
posted, there's nothing you can really do about it. Do you want to share your response to the one negative review we had? It's gone now, so after a while, and if you keep getting more, it will get rid of that negative
Okay.
review after a while, but it takes so many. But we had one, we were at like 4.8 forever. But the way that we responded was with facts and just calm, professional, like you said. I don't remember the situation exactly.
We
but-
represented a seller and the buyer of the transaction, so not our client, left us a negative review. And I responded because they were upset because they were buying the property contingent on our sellers finding a home. Our sellers could not locate a home in that time period, so the deal canceled. They lost the money from the inspection that they had performed. And I just said calmly, like, I apologize that you've had this experience. Unfortunately, we did not represent you. And I think I even put in there, like, we were never asked to, like, if I I don't remember how I said it, but I somehow put it in there, like, you need to discuss with your agent how to protect your investment on inspections moving forward. Like, that's not my job. Like, I did my job. So. And then, yes, it's fallen off now because that was honestly probably 8 years ago.
So it took a while. Did it take a while for it to drop off?
Yeah, I didn't hate that our Google reviews were at 4.8 personally. I don't think sometimes it bothers me we're at 5, only because I think it could look inauthentic. And I don't want it, like, I don't want to ask a bunch of people that aren't transaction people for reviews for a while now, because if someone went and looked at our, like, most recent, it's very clear quite a few of them are not transaction related. And so I would like to, I look at the authenticity of reviews, and so, yeah.
What do you mean by not transaction related?
Vendors,
Oh, got it.
all that.
Got it. Okay.
We even asked people that, like, won our 12 days of Christmas giveaways, like, hey, would you be willing to give us a 5-star review on Google that you participated in our giveaway? We're never asking anyone to lie. Like, I don't want someone to say they did a deal with us when they didn't.
Yeah.
But if I were a consumer and I actually looked at who are the last 10 reviews and they're like, I won a contest, well, that doesn't really tell me much about doing real estate with you.
Got it. I see what you're saying. Well, that was super helpful, ladies. Thank you.
Great.
Yeah.
Does everyone have a Google?
Could maybe post that again, see if people are interested in coming in to, watch that.
Yeah, or if we have the link available, it would take an hour to go into like nitty gritty of setting up the profile, so if people want to know more about how to get into those areas.
Last time we hosted that, we had it in here, and then people were in here, and they could pause it.
Yeah.
And
Nice. Do it, yeah.
And then going, and it ended up being I think they were here the whole day, almost, like setting it up, but they left with it kind of done then, because they were able to pause and then going in, so that worked out really well.
Cool. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I loved it.